am the founder of Future Experts. We established it in 2021. So Future Experts began as an online tutoring platform, but over time it evolved into something far more impactful. So today we specialize in disability, inclusion and awareness in workplaces, HR consultancy, stress management coaching, career mentorship, and digital skills development. A defining part of my journey was when I taught Cambridge Advanced Level Psychology in the Seychelles, which is based in East Africa. So this particular center that I taught in is called School of Advanced Level Studies. So they included neurodivergent students in their center, and they not only participated fully, but they excelled, in their studies. There was a student who had high functioning autism, and I saw him excel in economics. And this is Cambridge Advanced Levels, we're talking about. So that actually, came to mind when I returned to South Africa. I just wanted people, especially neurodivergent people, to just reach their optimum potential in their studies, but also in their careers. Just, we're going back to basic human level now, just to make people feel understood, valued, and there are many organizations that are not so familiar with the concept neurodiversity. In fact, in the community, this term has just slowly been, integrated in the community, but not a lot of people are actually aware what does neurodiversity mean. Now, in the workplace, you may find a lot of people may have ADHD, for instance, or they will have some traits of dyslexia or high-functioning autism. They may not know that they have those traits, okay? Now, leaders in these organizations, they are also not aware that people may have these traits, how to integrate them in the organization, and so on. So that's where we come in, and we provide these workshops to show people, employees, colleagues, managers, how can we help people, neurodivergent people, to thrive, to reach their optimum potential, to excel in whatever role that they are placed in. Most companies may treat inclusivity as just a checkbox, item, ticket, and okay, we are compliant. No. We look at it differently. So inclusivity for us is not just giving a seat at a table out of sympathy. No, we don't look at it as sympathy. It's something where we're seeing a person beyond that limitation. It's not a limitation to us. It's just us recognizing talent where we are going to unlock their potential and place them in a certain role designed especially for them, so that they can thrive in that specific role. It's not just us saying, okay, for a BEE level status, we're just going to place this individual in this type of organization as a receptionist and so on, or some other position, just so that we can tick a certain box. No, we have to identify what talent they possess, their skills, and the role that's aligned with their talent. And that's the only way that they are going to feel valued, seen, and supported. So we use behavioral science in the way we work, where we help people to adapt in environments. We basically see how to motivate people in certain environments. We learn human behavior. When we interact with so many people on a daily basis, and each person is different. No one is the same. So with that being said, that's where we include psychology, HR strategy, and behavioral science with our approach. Our clients actually reported to us that their employees felt more seen in the workplace with the strategies that we've given them on how to perform. They've used those strategies. So we always had KPI sessions, performance management sessions with employees on a quarterly basis, just to monitor their performance. And in those sessions, we've guided employees on how to overcome, certain challenges they've experienced, how to tackle obstacles that they faced, whether it's in admin, in finance, or whatever role they placed in, even when it comes to just communicating with other colleagues, in that environment. So we've given them strategies on how to communicate better, on how to thrive in certain roles they are placed in, just to create a more healthy, work culture. And we have received positive feedback regarding that. Initially, new employees would come in and maybe they'd feel too reserved or, shy, scared. That's like a normal, human emotion to feel when you first start at a new workplace. But over time, 6 months later, if I have to speak to them again, they would feel more relaxed, comfortable in their, in that certain role that they are placed in. So we did get quite good feedback, and our clients come back to us again and again, especially when it comes to HR, consultancy and stress management. Our proudest moment is when we received the 100% grant from CEDFA, which was November last year, in terms of resources, digital, laptops and things like that. So that actually helped us to evolve in the digital space, and it also helped scale, our business to another level. The other milestone is with us evolving into the disability and inclusion space like that. With the guidance of Smart Exchange, they helped us to shift from an online tutoring platform to now going into a disability inclusion and awareness space. So that to us is actually, a proud moment for us, and also with us receiving our client base increasing in that sense as well. So my advice to entrepreneurs out there, especially in the neurodiversity space, please invest in education. That's the first thing. You need to know anything and everything relating to neurodiversity. You need to speak, you need to interact with the neurodivergent community. That's the only way where you're going to get first-hand experience. And not only that, you also need to get a mentor. No matter how much you've grown in business, no matter how much you've studied, there's always someone out there that knows more than you. And there's always someone out there that has more experience than you. So, you're always going to learn. There's new ways to learn. There's new strategies to learn. Because remember, in business, as entrepreneurs, we have to adapt and evolve. Those are the two things, adapt and evolve. You're not going to stay the same, for years to come. Nothing stays the same. Nothing is stagnant. You have to keep moving. And in order to keep moving, that's where you have to learn and invest in education.